which is name Apogee Inside Navigation Tool. And you will have this list of groups. And what we will start with is graphical UI interface, but you will also have a field device. You can log data, so you can track back who changed what and when. If something goes wrong and you say, what's happening? Nothing has changed. You can go back and see somebody manually did something, so you can trace back. Point editor, so let's say you add more points with Notion and you want to add them, that's where you will gonna do this. Something which might be important later, it's the program editor. That's where you write the code to control the systems. Panel point log, basically it's show you the list of every point available, controlled by the systems. Report builder, that's something you will need to troubleshoot. This will show you all the code is read. So it will show you which line is passed. It will show you which point is used, where.
Isn't that better than a log data file?
That's the best. That's the one that we will spend time on this. That's the one you can use to troubleshoot. Okay. And calendar control. If you want to turn on things at 2 p.m. or this kind of stuff.
All right. If we have a weekend meeting here, we need to go to calendar control.
So when you click on the graphic page, you arrive to this.
It's a pretty lousy icon. I would never have known that it was.
That's our building graphics. You land to this page and you have 6 main boxes. One is weather condition. This one is all our water loop. So what's happening in this mechanical room? Millions.
Cool waves.
And radiant.
So generally speaking, it is the millions that I'm worried about. You know, because if it's too cold.
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna. That's where you will.
But the problem may come from the water system, right?
Yes. Lighting system, which is Entellion blinds and your reverse.
Reflectors.
Natural ventilation, which is all Semco, and this is floors natural ventilation.
Yeah, so those are the motorized windows.
Motorized window, and this is kind of a mix. So I think so. You click on the chill water system, the one you're concerned of, and Omer is going to explain.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, you actually went live.
I'm live.
Yeah, this is live now, demonstration.
And you did that by just clicking on that PowerPoint?
No, I do have a...
Shift to the
application.
Already opened the application. This is the interface.
Okay. So we need to make sure we have that operational on at least 3 desktops, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we? I have to first, is this the whole IW?
No, this includes the IW part and the stuff in the basement.
Okay.
Basically, the heat exchanger, the pumps. There is another pump in the basement. This is the cooling loop and the heating loop.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. These are the valves. Yeah. This is the booster pump, right? We saw in the mechanical room just before. And these are the pump that's enabling the recirculation. And then the change between the hot water loop and chilled water loop.
Now, everything is blue. Does it turn red if there's a problem?
I think
it will turn black like this one if you lose communication.
Okay, and what have we lost communication with?
This pump doesn't show and it's broken. I have
doesn't provide data.
To fix it for a long time, but
okay.
It's a basement pump?
Basement. And it's not very useful.
No?
I never really look at it.
Okay, so what's the supply water temperature right now?
Yeah.
I can't read it from this distance.
Supply water temperature is 71 degrees.
Which is not
and there's a set point for that. 80. So trying to meet the set point.
It's not able to meet the set point?
It's gonna get it back to set point. So.
Yeah, right now we are at the heating mode because it is enabled and it's calling for heating. Yep.
So I'm sorry, 71 doesn't make any sense that it would be that low.
It will raise to 80.
Should raise.
To 80.
But why is
but if I make warmer, it's going to get warmer. So I cannot match set. I mean, I will. First, we are way above set point. We have 73.3.
This is the set point. This is the average IW temperature and difference.
So at 71 supply water temperature, we're already at 73 indoor temperature because of people?
Gains, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Conductive gains, internal gains, not solar gains.
You would think the loss would be greater.
So when you go So you also have the OSI soft parts, which is good.
And
Yeah,
you
I
can
need to make sure I
create
update
profiles
my
of data, yeah.
phone. I can't
Yeah.
just pull it up
And
anymore.
he can tell you when exactly we stop to.
But we cannot control with OSI.
No.
No, just looking at the data and monitoring and having a look at the trends. The control is the approach interface.
Let me go from my computer.
Oh, not secure. It's checked off.
Sometimes it's not.
Rejecting. Hmm?
Yeah. Always when you demo them.
Yeah, really.
Ready?
And I want to cheat it as a browser.
Okay, let him some few minutes.
I don't think I've had a working core site for a while. Forbidden access. Man, forbidden.
Okay, good.
What did you do?
Just a
Try to refresh.
So here we'll show you when there's our night setback,
Mhm.
temperature decrease this morning. So green is temperature,
Mm-hmm.
blue is cooling, so of course 0. Red is our heating demand, and that's it. So this morning,
What's the time step? I can't tell.
that's 1 day.
Mhm.
So that's an hour. That what the heating demand was an hour long and then it stopped.
Yeah. So basically, it took us at 7 a.m. 1 hour, and then a little bit, and we reach our set point around 72. And since then, all of this, that's just internal gain. We have not provided any heating. It's just
What's the
internal.
outdoor temperature, by the way?
So outdoor temperature, you go here.
Can we overlay data additional or just?
You can
from
add,
the-
yeah. Outdoor
okay.
temperature right now is 56 degrees.
56.
Oh, I guess there's not much loss at 56. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So go back to the BAS.
Objective water systems.
So
Right
Like-
now, we are in the heating mode right now.
we're still in the heating mode.
Yes.
That's the flow coming inside the IW.
Mm-hmm.
Just right outside the stairs. Supply water temperature, your set
Set
point.
points, yeah.
What's returning? So you see there is no delta, so basically
Yeah.
you don't do anything. That's a valve. This valve modulates the ratio
Oh, mixing.
of recirculation.
So it could shut off. No.
It could shut off, but you lose all your 80-degree water temperature.
Mm.
That was one
Well,
of your
80 at 71.
because it will kick back on soon.
I see. So it's that. It's
It's what they call recirculation is just keep and offset the facade, the cold facade.
right.
And but if it starts to get warmer, it will go to stop the heating, and that's what this show here is.
Now, if you needed to change something because it was really too cold, you came in on the weekend. What would you do?
Come here, and you will have this. And
Check.
simplify everything. So here there's a mess, but this is going to be gone. You will have a set point here, or even this one. This is will be gone. You will go here, and we can do it now. I will say
Increase the set
I want a
point.
75 degree.
Then more heating demand will be.
So
sent
here
to
it shows you
system.
set point. So now you are below set points.
So the system, the GPM
So
will
what
increase.
does this
Yeah.
is going to do is it will realize that okay, now I have 2 degrees to
Oh, set point is jumped to 140.
offset. So it,
To what?
140 now.
140 degree. So if it's more than 2 degree difference between set point, it just blast to catch us fast.
Which means it requires more and more hot water.
Yeah.
because
So
under
here we
140
by
meters.
140. What does this mean here? Is you get 123 from the basement, so we will fully open this valve to get the full intake.
Okay. So and
We
then,
don't recirculate, right?
and does it?
Yeah.
Is this is only happening until the next kick point?
Or it's
When I manual override, is it,
so here you have to be careful. This is going to stay forever.
Forever. You
oh,
need
that's
to take
terrible.
it back.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, is that, you know, when I do it with my thermostat on
So
the,
that's what I'm going to do.
It doesn't go
is-
back to the typical
it does,
7 to 1.
it does. I mean, on my home thermostat.
Is it nest?
It is
So
a
I can.
nest.
I
Oh,
will make
yeah.
something, then we'll do this.
It basically
And it will be-
says, you
it will
get
be
the
an
override
event.
until the next moment of command, and if the next
Yeah.
moment of command is at 6 p.m.
By default, they don't do this.
I get it.
You have to create an
So
event.
that's why everybody who opens up for a weekend is
Stay
open for
forever.
every weekend.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they default back to,
So that's going to be what we call an event, and you will have a meeting event, and you click on the meeting, and it will give you X amount of time.
Hmm.
oh, I see, so instead of
Event
going to
based.
this,
You will say an event. It will
and then it'll give you a control for the event.
whatever.
And then go back to this default values after the time, certain
So
amount of
that's
time.
the only way to do this, is to exit essentially.
Yeah.
I see.
Now, this is CGPM increased. More is coming.
Yeah.
And this is 0 PCI, 0%, which means no recirculation,
No,
all
not
from
yet.
the basement. So the basement is providing that.
On the basement,
Mhm.
so you have these two valves. Remember, I say if one is closed, so if this one is open, we're heating. This one sorry,
This one
is in heating, so this one are closed. This one are
open.
open. Red is your heating loop. Blue is your cooling loop.
Now no connection to cooling, nothing
So
wrong.
we are in heating.
Just coming from here.
You have this
And
pump.
we know there's
on.
no connection because, how can we tell?
This is heating.
No, I know that, but how can you tell from looking at this that the cooling is cut off?
You will check your supply water temperature here.
Okay.
That's
Should be on all the time. Any other way to look at it?
I mean, I can
If
see
we can
the
have some PSI value,
I
it
can
would be helpful,
see
right?
the heating and cooling
Wonderful.
loops, I just can't
Yeah.
tell which one's operational.
Now we are on the heating mode.
Well,
I
this
cannot
is
the
tell
thing
from
is,
here.
this cooling loop is not just for us; it's for the whole building.
Should
Right.
be on
No,
all the
it's
time.
controlled by us.
This is really important
So,
for entire
and
building,
it was
right?
not like this before,
Yeah.
but they tied to our somewhere here.
Mm.
They add one feed,
Mm.
which was not there before.
So not a good idea to turn
This
off.
has to
Should
be
be
on all
all
the
the
time.
time. Maybe other rooms require.
Before, because it was only us, this will be on, this one will turn off,
Mhm.
this one will turn off. So now this is on all the time.
How to prevent is just using the valves.
Yeah, and checking what's your incoming temperature.
So I'm still trying to guess though, I mean, I can see obviously the blue flow and the red flow, I can see that. So just to be sure that the cooling system is on in our floor, where will I see?
This will go in cooling.
Oh, this word is telling me.
Yes. And
So-
I will check this temperature because it's 41, very cold.
All right.
Then this will decrease if the cooling
And
is
this
off.
will turn off. If you don't need heating,
Oh, yeah.
just turn off.
Green means active and on.
Okay, so the two
Operation.
things I'm gonna be looking for is that this word will be the mode.
Yeah.
And these will be.
This will be the
Blue.
main mode. So right now we're in heating, we
Right.
could be in cooling or we could be in swing.
But if there's a problem where
Problem.
it's
Oh,
got,
yeah.
it's a warm day,
Checking up.
I would need to, number one, look to see if it says heat or cool mode. I would
Yeah.
need to see
It's
if
cold
this is
already.
saying heating or cooling, which is the command for those
The
valves.
pumps are on.
The pumps would be off if I was in
So I
cooling.
was
Oh,
saying
yes.
you go from IW to here.
All right,
First you will go, does my pump is on? Do I get correct supply water temperature? Do I have flow? Okay, everything is fine. What's the status of this? Is
Zero.
it really cool, demanding cooling? Then you come here, okay, does my valve is stuck? Okay, no, it looks it's fine. Does my pumps are on? Okay. Does my temperature coming from my basement is at
Is okay.
125? Okay.
Mhm.
42 is, it might be also some from the campus itself.
Mm.
Okay.
It's really,
What is this?
Set
That's the
point.
supply water temperature set point.
So it's attached to the temperature point.
That's
That's-
there is a PID loop.
No, adjusting the
Function
set
of
point.
set point.
supply or return? Looks
That's
like
supply.
a, looks like a return.
And it's,
Yeah,
they have to
the
fit a
arrow.
lot of stuff here. It's this term.
Yeah, one is the,
No, the return is here. This is the set point of
Supply.
this one.
oh, I see, those two blocks are the.
See, 71 and returning 70. Still, delta T is not much. So there's not much load
Yeah.
in front of you.
You gonna take it back?
Take it back to
No,
normal.
because I'm changing the code, so this one is not going to do anything.
Why the set point is much higher than the supply air temperature? Is it because you just change it or?
No, now it's going to be good.
What did you just do?
Simplifying all the code because there's a lot of Siemens SCR code here. And it's
75
messy.
set point.
Yeah. So here, okay, now
Yeah,
it's the right one. And it shows you that it's 140, but now everything is on. You see a burst in the pressure from the
Wow, 31,
basement, 31
okay.
degree, and you will see this increasing very
Increase.
quickly. You can have your flow will also increase, everything is fully on, you will see the temperature.
Okay, now we
Rising.
don't, I didn't see where you changed that because.
My set point was 71, which I was
Then we
measured at 73, so system was in recirculation,
Mhm.
everything is happy,
Mhm.
I'm just recirculating the water.
but then
I fake it and say now on 75.
Yeah, but where did you do that change? You had to go to a separate.
Now I just
Oh,
click on this
click on it,
Yeah,
change the value,
and you
command.
change the value
yeah, but
here.
you did that twice now. You did it once in this field and once in another field.
Because the other one was the code I just removed.
I see,
So
okay.
the
Code
actual the
I'm
two
cleaning
values.
right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so, because the two things that I can find myself doing is going in and
Mhm.
finding out why it's getting cold or hot.
Yeah, detecting the
And
source
then
of the
what
problem.
can I do
to fix it?
before I call FMS? What can I do to make it
Yeah.
work, right?
Yeah, we
I'm
only
gonna
call
call them
FMS if we
Singaporean.
really just change her numbers, his numbers, I guess, to get away from us.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
what here we did is we want much warmer. What does this do is
Oh, it's increased so fast.
it increases this
Oh,
to
really?
the max, and you can see
now
it's matching
it's
it.
120.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Wow.
increased so fast.
Really?
Try to match this number because this is a set
By
point.
fully
But
opening
it's still, the
this.
return is still 70.8, so it
But
hasn't
there
moved
is
its
a
way
5
around.
minutes.
Wait a minute,
It's
they-
5 minutes.
We
It
cannot.
runs the whole loop?
In 5 minutes.
But this is the maximum temperature we can get from basement, so we will never go to
there is,
140.
in fact, 3 loops. There is 3 PID. One which measure what's my set point, one what's my average temperature.
Okay.
If error increase, it controls this one and makes this high as possible with a limit
Mhm.
of 140. That's where we don't
Mhm.
want people to touch and get burned.
Right, okay,
Okay.
so the limit is 140. but
One-
you
But
don't-
in
you're
fact,
not-
there is no
you're
way.
not, right.
The second PID loop say, okay, how do I achieve this 140? What do I have to do? I have to control this loop.
Mhm.
So the delta
Oh.
between this and this
Mhm.
controls this loop.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pump,
Mhm.
But
valve.
This
location.
is also for the whole buildings.
Mhm.
Hmm.
This is controlled by what's my outside temperature.
Outdoor temperature.
So the
Yeah.
colder it is, the higher the hot water supply set
Oh.
point
Up to
is.
140 probably.
Or
They have limits.
So based on outdoor temperature,
Do they
you would
have
never
a-
get
And the
140
delta
today.
between
Yeah.
this and this controls the third PID loop, which turn on the
Ah.
heat exchanger control.
Oh, yeah, this is the
So
source. from
here
the plant.
I'm much lower, so this one increased. And you will see if you keep controlling, this will increase to try to close this error. Okay?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
I don't know if you saw this, because this was kind of closed. When I open this and I start to use the heat, this
Mhm.
dropped.
Mm,
So here, this is, you see it's increasing again, just try to close this gap.
mhm.
Mhm. The difference between this
Mhm.
set point and the
You can
actual-
see
And what
this
is the heat
in fine.
exchanger down there?
What do you mean?
What is this?
That's an exchanger. You
From
have the
steam to hot
Oh,
water.
from the steam?
Yeah, the steam
Oh,
loop
because
in.
we've switched to hot water.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, okay. Right. Do you think the campus will go to a hot water loop instead of a steam loop? Next phase? No.
And then what else? And the dew point temperatures, like
So
we
in
mentioned last week.
summer, which
Yeah.
you
We
will have
care
to
a lot
face.
about, in
Yeah.
fact, the cool waves, where are the cool waves, actually? That's gonna be a really important one to put on the diagram.
So here it's basically a function of your delta between set point and indoor temperature.
Mhm.
In winter, we don't care. It's the max or the lowest you can do. And the lowest you can do is the maximum value of your zone dew point.
Yes.
So here will always equal max of this.
You don't want to go
So if
below
it's
dew
55 set point, 55 dew points,
Mhm.
our set point is 55. and that's where you start to get stuck.
If it is not
Why,
enough,
why wouldn't our set point be above 55? Why, I thought we were always doing a couple degrees above.
55 dew points.
deep
We can do dew point. That would be fine
Really? You wouldn't get
Because-
condensation on dew point?
because this is the water going inside the loop, inside the millions.
Yeah.
Outside it's few degree warmer, so you
Mm.
can condensate.
okay.
We try to see how much we could go. In fact, you can go 2 degrees below.
Okay, so how do I know if the cool waves are operational? Because, you know, half of those chains are no longer working.
You will go to cool waves.
Okay, so let me just see where cool waves is. Hold on. Wait. Oh, you had to wait. Where did you find that?
Here.
Cool waves.
Cool
Okay.
waves.
All
Yeah,
right.
that
Got
would
it.
be cool waves.
And so that's when the trigger, the pool,
Oh.
was manually touched, but that's not what control. Because when we introduce a smartphone, it's kind of,
Oh, so it doesn't work? The chain don't work?
it's smartphone, but I can re-enable the chain.
Well, I think if we're going to teach, but I don't even have it on my smartphone. Cool waves. Do you think
maybe
we
Is
do?
it an open app? No. No.
You should.
And smart spaces? I don't think so.
I don't know.
You can
But
check
to
that.
turn it on, you have to touch this. And also I will kind of improve the UI to make it clearer than its control of the cool waves. And you have from 1 to 10, knowing that 8 doesn't exist. In fact, 10 doesn't exist.
There's no cool waves
There's,
there?
no, there is
8,
control,
no 8,
but it's
10?
disconnected.
No 8, 10.
There is no
These
cool
two?
wave 10, it's not even, there is no
It's
pipe.
over
No.
in Chenlu's
Yeah,
space.
but it was never, no, she moved. She's by you now.
No, I
Ah
know.
no,
Next
that's
thing.
11, that's 11,
Oh.
which was never even installed.
Okay,
Non-existing.
so 10 is, where is it sitting?
It's on top of Surica, but it's not even the water.
Because they took the water to the fan coil in the window.
Yes, and was never put back.
Yeah, well, that's one of our problems with the PhD. So the other two that are green are, what's their problem?
Remember, it means the pool is manually on.
But it isn't actually
It
on.
doesn't. No. Here we tell you what's on and off.
Everything is off.
So, but
And
if,
it's also because it's a heating season. We don't use the cool wave as a
okay,
heating.
if we re-enable the chains,
We can.
is that gonna mean that people turn on stuff when they shouldn't turn on?
That's
They
also
can.
the drawback, and it might stay on the whole time.
If you leave it on.
If you leave it,
Yeah.
that's where you have to balance automatic control. Or
But then you can override this.
Yeah,
to off
can't we
position.
override the
you,
On the
random
system.
chain?
you have to complexify, but it's possible.
I mean, if we could override the chains, then you could basically say the climate is not appropriate for,
Yeah.
I seem to have lost both smart spaces and open hub, they're all gone.
This is just binary, right?
So
just
I
on
have
off.
this channel who's taking care of it.
It's
Help me.
off?
I have no idea. Do I need to update my software?
Oh, mine is not working also. Okay.
The server is down.
Server down.
And how long is the server gonna be down?
You just need to restart. I can immediately restart.
Okay, we need a
Okay.
lesson on how to restart the open hub server, but I do not think cool waves are showing up in any of our
There we
smartphones.
can.
Because I think it is useful to be able to at least use the smartphone too.
And so here I just put back normal set points.
Okay, wait a minute, so you went back and now you're gonna drag
This
this
is
back
not going to
down?
be here, but put it back to normal set points.
Taking it back to 71 or whatever.
Yeah, and here you will see, boom, went back to recirculation.
And the
This is fully
pump is
closed.
off, right?
Mm, it's closed for
Boy,
the
it's
circuits.
It's instantaneous.
So do you think Apogee is a pretty good control system? Now that you've worked with 3 or 4?
It's okay. Not amazing, but
Is automated logic much better? It is? Did you tell Paul that?
So also,
In your next life, you need to work for automated logic.
even though water supply support can be changed, right? I mean,
You don't want to
it's
do
a, but it's better
I
not
mean,
to do it.
you want to only touch the supervisory set points.
But it's possible to change
It's
it.
possible, yeah. Okay, another one is millions. So, in fact, Steph has
This
to-
looks like a review from last time, right?
yeah,
And Omar is going to be perfect with this now, right?
Okay.
So you get 2 times.
3 times.
I only got 1.5.
That's
I
a
don't have any
million.
problem with that. I'm
So that's
So all the mullions seem to be working, and they're full valves open.
so okay. In fact, 2 millions are not working. Can you? 1 million is clear it's not working. Can you try?
Well, the stairwell is clearly not working.
It's turned off.
Physically turned off
It's automatically turned off.
because it's too
One
warm.
of them I can find it and I won't. I will let you find it.
Yeah.
So
That's the test. With
That's-
I know which one is broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's a command. That's fully closed. That's fully open, and that's a temperature leaving the millions. That's a temperature entering the IW. So how do you check that the millions is working or not?
Mullion can be on but not working. Doesn't mean.
That one, 72.5.
Yes.
Yes.
So
And that's in Nina's space?
that's Nina's space. That's the one they are working on. Trying
And
to
why
fix
it's
it.
not working, Chandler?
Because the value is so low.
So the value is basically room temperature.
Room temperature. There is no difference.
You want to have something which is close to your supply temperature.
course, room
Okay,
minus.
so, but the stairwell one has been turned off completely by hand,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
valve.
No,
because
it said
we don't
no
need it
noise.
'cause it's a stair.
Stairs, and
No need.
you want to save GPM for the remainings.
Right.
So one day, if it's extremely cold and
Somebody complaining.
somebody complain and you feel like you blast temperature but you cannot get it and nobody's
this
in the
out.
north, you can start to close this
Oh, okay.
and redirect the whole heat on the. You can do this.
And
We
how-
have done this in the past.
And how do you close the north?
So you will do it like this.
Oh, that's new for me.
Double
Okay.
click and you put it to 0.
Where did you double click?
You click on the
On the
Icon?
mullion?
icon here,
Yeah.
and it shows you that's number 18.
PCT.
And that's the apogee space, so we can starve that
You can
space.
stop
Oh.
and you start it.
Because there's nobody in the apogee space.
Yeah.
So this off now.
So you
Oh,
have a
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, there's 2 more
Okay.
mullions that are
So
separate.
there is a bug here. This is sometimes they show you like weird. This is a weird value because if you
What's
click on
happening
it,
here?
no, in fact it's wrong.
But it wasn't that way before. You closed that valve and it starved those 2 mullions.
It cannot be that fast. You see,
Oh, 6, 8.
I click.
Sometimes the interface doesn't refresh.
Display was 74 and display is really 80.
You go inside and check the results.
So you have to really click to see.
Okay,
the-
open the
Yeah.
valve again, back in apogee, let's see if
Doesn't
that
matter.
goes back up, because those were not at 70. No, open the, apogee valve.
I mean, there is no reason why.
So what is the open number? 100, okay, 100%, okay, got it.
Even if it's
71,
Yeah.
89.
So they also know about this million 10. They have to change it.
But mullion 9?
86. No, this is not 74. This is 86. But this is.
This is
Yeah,
But
on
it
the system
wasn't, it wasn't
shows, yeah.
74 when you first opened it. Just Nino was low.
Yeah.
Maybe it was also an issue with. I mean, this one is not 71. It's
88.
You have to click on it because you see there is this bug.
Let's go back to 0.
Oh my gosh, they're just telescoping all over the place. You fix one and look at it do the next
It's not
one.
even fixed. It's.
That may be based on
get them
complaint.
fixed
Who is
before.
complaining? Okay, go and check.
Yeah,
and
you have
find
to.
the
Who is
module number and
complaining?
check
What's the
that.
value? And it's here.
You want to wait until someone complains? You don't want to just sort of check to see if the mullions are all...
I mean, you can look at this every day.
No, Chandler's going to fix this for us.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's cool wave mullions, radiant panel.
Radiant panel. is
What
this thing.
radiant panel? Like a few of us?
Hmm.
So that's.
Oh, these are ceilings. Okay. All right, and none of them are on. Or are they on?
All of them are off. So you can. In fact, no. So here it's not even. The one with 100 are the one on. This one are closed.
0% closed.
Which ones are on?
One,
it's difficult to know.
2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3.
Why are
4.
they on?
1, 2, 3, 4. Locus
Because
space.
it's cold in those spaces?
No, it's not even. So.
Is there a control or manual?
Okay.
set?
Oh man, what's wrong here?
Normal.
It's 100%
100%.
open.
There's something wrong. Azizan, something
The
is wrong.
supply-
Menu operator.
Let's see.
On RP1,
Sorry.
BN8.
radiant ceiling and Volker's space.
Because it is at BN8 control level,
Yes.
so there's a
So
manually
you-
operated.
So this is somebody or myself or
yeah.
Just go change the valve manually.
no.
What
It was I
happened?
commanded as BN8, which
BN8.
is operator.
Oh,
Operated.
yeah.
Oh, you are-
BN16, BN8, and
Yeah,
BN.
that's high level.
That's
What is
Yes.
higher.
DNA?
That's
Yeah.
BACnet priority level
This
Yeah.
one.
from 16 to 1. 16 is the lowest, which is
Uh-huh.
automatic control. 1 is like life safety.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
8 is
System
operator.
shut off or.
So
yeah.
what you want to do
Safe.
is you relinquish it and you will go back to 0.
And go back to 16, right?
Okay, but wait a minute.
Yeah, if you change
Yeah.
then
Go-
automated.
Yeah,
So
it goes
you
to
did
16.
that
Yeah.
It follows the
because
automation.
you needed to
They will,
reset it?
they will turn themselves on
Okay.
by themselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need to take this exam
well,
together.
maybe that's a good idea.
We cannot do that.
I can share the slides, the video, excuse me, the YouTube videos.
Between
I
the
don't
two
like
of
Okay,
us,
but
we
you
can
can just cut
answer
off
them.
heat to spaces that have ceiling
Between
heat.
the
Some
two
exercise.
And then maybe.
But I mean, right now it's off because we are above set point.
Recording, yeah. I'm recording all sessions.
Okay, but when Erica comes back, she may find it a little chilly in that room if she's been used to having that radiant panel on, right?
If it's cold, if she's around set point or below set point, her radiant panel will be on
It will be?
Yeah.
Automatically,
automatically. If she's above set point, it will turn off.
I see.
But
So
we could
what you
potentially
did,
add this.
so what you did was you overrode those rules, so it's not as if those radiant panels actually do come on if the temperature drops in
Yes.
those
Yes,
spaces?
automated.
So that means they have an additional level of thermal comfort than all the rest of us in the
That's right.
office. Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
If something wrong with the million, maybe they can go with the panels.
So that's
Well,
basically
and those
the
panels
UI.
can be cooling too, right?
Yes.
So they have additional cooling capacity,
Mhm.
and you
Yeah.
need to know where you move to in the
So
summer.
this will be
Yeah.
simplify and so what I'm doing right now is that's a code which controls IW and this is named IW rule 1. And
Oh, this rule 1A,
yeah,
1B.
I cleaned this, it will be only one rule.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And what it
Okay.
does is
Do we link any of the Acuity to?
I mean equity we have not paid for a long time.
So do we don't even know if we're getting valuable data?
We have data but it's not calibrated.
Yeah.
It's not replaced.
Hmm.
So we will go later on the code but
I should just beg to see if they would reinstate us as a research arm. They must
they
have.
never did.
I know, but they must make enough now. I mean, they're in every big building.
You can try. So it's rule based, and
Okay.
it's basically if then do this, and so we will go this in the next one. But basically, it's set up set points for different time of the day, weekend night, weekend day.
Weekday, weeknight.
And then when you have a set point, it defines auto control. So here you have your two PID loop, the one who controls the supply temperature set point, and
And
the
the
one
other?
who controls the valve,
Wow.
when I was explaining. And
What's our startup time? Is it a variable startup time, or do we always in the?
right now it's
I think
always
it's rule
7.
7.
It's 7 a.m. And it's warm by 9 or 8:30,
It's warm by 8,
even
Okay.
in the coldest days.
almost.
Mm.
But it's something somebody who wants to work on advanced optimization can work on.
Mm-hmm.
But
And our shutdown time?
7 p.m.
Mm.
So, I was going to say, so that's the icons, your choice to different.
That's another thing for you, Chenlo. If you've got 5 people or 20 people in a space in a single zone, and people start to leave, you can optimize for the people that are left, right? And then when the last person is left, you can basically shut down.
That's all the icons you can do. So we went to graphics to get this. So if it's closed or to turn it back on, is to go to the graphics.
Now on that page, where did you go to? Let me just see for the general operations. So we went to graphics, I got that one. Although I have to set
You
this
arrive
up.
to the main page.
Okay, and,
You have all your water loop here,
right,
all your weather data here. Kind of feedback, but this one will be very clean.
okay.
Ventilation, lighting, lighting, ventilation.
We'll come back to those guys. Let's go up to the top of that. Where is the one that gets me to the actual system interface on this page?
Water system.
Oh, it's just called water system. Okay, got it. Okay, so then the air system. Are we ready to talk about SEMCO or not yet? Next week?
Next week.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to get this on my computer so I know what I'm doing.
I think we will just remove desktop
Yeah,
connection,
you
right?
remove
Or
it.
just go to the
Did you send
in,
a link?
in front of the PC.
Oh.
We need the IP
Only
address.
one can
and
access
user.
at a time.
Sure.
Only one at a time.
Yeah, the other guys will logged off automatically. Or you
Yeah.
want to? Yeah.
And you have to remember to log off?
They will kick you off, right? When
yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
comes in.
If
Oh,
you are
okay.
if you are logged in and active, they will ask some times and somebody is trying to access.
Oh yeah.
If
yeah.
you're not
This is
active,
not web-based.
no, that's
No.
remote desktop.
So there's a PC for that.
And
So you
remote.
have to go
I
next
thought it's
PC.
web-based.
Huh? No,
I thought
no, this is not web based. No.
So we need an IP address and the username and the password.
And if we go to the workstation that's in the Apogee space, we can pull up this whole thing.
Yeah.
And you need passwords to get in. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a 3-step process to get in. Now with this,
No, just one password.
I mean,
But
have
if
you
you-
had to do double password?
Yeah,
on-
yeah, double authentication, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, darn. No, I don't have a meeting. I have a call at 5.
If you control or want to check from your home, you have to VPN first.
Oh, VPN.
Yeah, which is a bit of a
Yeah.
mess, yeah, I can do it, but then, I don't actually have, yeah, I have, my home computer, I've never used the remote desktop either for PC operation, I just don't need PCs.
So when you will, if you only want to watch data, you want to go to the
Just to see it.
Pico site.
This is web based.
This is
Online.
web-based. You can see it from anywhere.
That's another one that's not working for me.
We can enable all the controls through Open Hub, right?
I will also not
No.
just experimental controls or open up for
Not the systems.
limited period of time. So here on the just show you then all the controls.
This slide is very important. This slides.
Payment, what is what, how you control and all
Mhm.
that's your minimum water temperature, your radiant
Radiant
panel,
panels.
your cool waves, your external reflectors.
Are they gonna try to fix the ones that are?
They say they fixed it, but they didn't.
Have you
So
tried?
yeah, it's not working. My work order is closed, so I will have to do myself.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean your work order is closed? Oh, because they said it
they
fixed?
say it's fixed, but it's
Well,
not.
didn't they have to demonstrate it?
No.
What, you could just not come and say, I
I
fixed
mean,
it.
they built it, but not to us, but to FMS. Oh yeah, so I saw the 200 box. I don't know what. the
Did
heck
you
it is.
send a message to FMS saying, I'm sorry, they're not operational?
Well, but
You sure it's not just a link in the Apogee system?
it's not.
What? Well, send a message to FMS saying, I'm sorry, you guys were built for something that wasn't fixed.
So the system profile just show you every hardware connected to the Apogee system, and it's basically this. It will show you this going directly to the Siemens
Connections.
Apogee, these connections. And it's kind of cryptic, but what we really care is IW node 1 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
What
Which
was?
Five
it's a panel,
Siemens
the
panel.
one you just saw.
Okay.
One is in the basement, and the fifth other one are inside the IW
I shoot a video
In the
locating
floor.
this.
on the
In the
floor,
floor,
and
underneath
you
the
will have
floor, yeah.
access to this. So it's a PD,
Put up the lid, you will see the panels.
and you can remove layers.
Oh, this is layered PDF, yeah.
Nice. And the Apogee control are this blue stuff. Yeah. So once you remove
One,
everything-
4, 3, 2, 2, 5 is there. Yeah.
Just so you their location.
So one's underneath me.
So one is underneath Chenlu, that's why we have to open, not
Mhm.
Chenlu, but
No, that's me.
that's
No.
Chenlu. You are here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you are, thank you, good eyes, it's here.
No.
We'll have to move it.
And the drawings should be updated. Okay.
It's here,
Okay.
okay. This one is correctly located, that's inside Apogee. That's at the corner of the conference space when you come in.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is basically underneath,
Keep those wall.
underneath basically your
panel.
desk,
Mm.
your panel.
Oh, can you
Okay.
access it?
You
Yeah,
have-
sure.
No, you have to access by the conference, the small
I
conference.
see.
Okay.
And the one in the basement, and the sub part here, you see, I show you, it's linked to this one.
Mm.
And when you go in here, it shows you
5
that
panels.
this FLN1, that's the small PC up here. That's why it shows it like this. This is the Anselium system. That's one sensor which is in inside Margaret Mercer, and that's
What's that?
the 12300. That's Semco. Okay,
But there's the line is broken. Does it
line
say
is
something?
broken.
Not
And
connected?
this is
What? Wait a minute.
because Semco is off.
Oh,
But it,
yes.
but it won't be broken in the summer.
It will be back. And this is a whole automated control logic for your biofuel, for the
Absorption chiller,
absorption
the
chiller,
additional,
the
there's
everything.
a booster or boiler or whatever in here.
Yeah.
Right, there's stuff.
So here something.
All of which is disconnected at the moment, right?
Something. Everything is disconnected, but the data is still pushed.
Oh, really?
So automated logic is still on.
Which automated logic?
This is also control everything by automated logic.
Where's that panel?
There are field panel on here, and the main server is inside the IW.
In the closet? In the
By the Surica desk, you know this line of neat server, and that's the last one.
oh, it's a
By the
server.
Windows.
This is
I see.
What can happen is when you see a deconnection here,
Mm.
means you don't have connectivity to the field panel.
Mm.
And what you can do, this is rare. Here you have to go to the Semco, what I show there, and you have to reset the field device. You have to reboot it. And you should
Turn
get
on
back
and
to
off,
connection.
back again.
If it
And
doesn't,
is there a switch?
here's the switch. If it goesn't back on, you have to go to the server and reboot the server.
Mm.
And hopefully this tool is gonna get connectivity.
And what would cause it to go on? Dust?
No, it's some internal error, some bug, some and system crash.
Just
If you see a break, higher than this, it means it's so that's field device, that's the inside, that's the server, that's the UI. You have to reboot the server itself.
Hmm.
So the one on Apogee,
It's sitting below the Apogee workstation.
no, that's the one on the side of the Mac, iMac.
It's a PC.
It's a PC on the side of the
But
Mac,
in the
on the
Apogee
desk.
space.
Yes,
Yes.
on the desk, the far right.
Yeah.
That's Apogee. You have to reboot this one, and you should get back. That's the main.
So if you lose connectivity with one of the panels and this level,
you have to go
something
reboot the panel. You have to go
underneath
crawl
the
under the
floor.
floor and reboot the panel. Up reboot the panel. This
But
is
at
rare.
this
but it
level-
happen.
rare, but at this
That's
level is
three,
the software
right?
level.
Four.
No, the
Four
fourth
inside
one
the
is not-
W.
I thought the fourth one is
That's
downstairs.
this part. This is what I forgot.
Fifth one
This
is
is
downstairs.
the fifth one is downstairs,
Okay.
and
One is in Chandler's space, one is in Omer's space,
One is
one in the
the
big conference
yeah.
room, and one is in the
Mhm.
Apogee space, so those
Right.
are.
and a part of the one in the owner space is here. This
Two
small
pieces.
part.
Oh.
Fourth floor. You can see fourth floor mechanical room.
But if you have a failure down there, wouldn't you first check the mechanical room one, because you don't have to
It
follow?
will show you it's broken here.
Oh, it shows you where it's
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
But here, it's you really have to go on the panel and reset
Then for next time, Semco, when summer comes, we need to turn it on
Yes, and this
So-
will be closed.
to make the connectivity. Right now it's off.
So,
Try
what's the
again. Put it
status on our fan coils?
That's okay.
They're working?
Yeah.
So we can run the fan
For
coils,
the summer, you want to run the fan coils.
so when it gets hot, we have to turn those on manually as well.
The also will be improved, but currently it's here. It's within the cool waves,
Okay.
and
I see.
this is will be your valve, and there is 2 speed for the one in the PhD space
Mm-hmm.
and 1 speed in the one in
Yeah.
chamber space. So
Two
you
speed.
turn it on and you turn on the valve to bring.
By clicking on that box.
Yeah. Also will be improved.
And what is the minus 104 that's in the
This
middle
is
there?
black.
Which means
It's not black.
denial.
Oh. It could be 140 degrees in that, in
In
that
fact, it's
plenum?
ppm, so
Oh.
Wow, it's a huge flow.
you just solve global warming.
To read the air acuity, you have to go to a different website altogether.
To read the acuity, you use OSIsoft.
Yes, I saw it.
So
Okay, that's a different lesson.
that's OSIsoft, shows the same stuff. But
No,
now,
I didn't see that.
now the nice thing is
This,
you can click it and you have real-time
oh,
data.
that's
about
cool.
it.
Yeah, you can see the trends.
So this is superimposed OSIsoft data on top, or
This is duplicate the graphics of
But no control function.
no control,
just reading.
Just reading.
Just
yeah, but
reading.
that's
and-
useful.
That's
Useful,
It shows
yeah.
what's open and closed, and it shows.
and
This is
so-
more-
This one actually shows me that the
mm.
hot water is running and not the chilled water.
But the value is within the turner data. The other one that you see has no data.
It does,
It's
but you can, it's
instantaneous.
hard to
Like a
find.
day.
Instantaneous. And
Yeah.
you can,
It's a
so
So-
here I created open and closed. I can
Right.
duplicate this in
So
Aperture.
this one is saying the supply water temperature into the IW is
Right.
83.
Yeah.
And the return is 82. So does that mean it turned back on? Because we were at 71 when you started.
Here it's,
Yeah.
I mean, we brought for the 5 minutes
And that's already up at 83 from 71 for those 5 minutes? Really?
And then
That's
if you
the
recirculate, it
That's
recirculates.
recirculate,
Doesn't
so
lose energy because the
doesn't
that
lose
data
much.
is not much.
But it's a lot hotter than it was when we started this lesson plan.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to understand.
because for 5 minutes
For 5 minutes,
brought
we inject hot water.
125-degree water.
We mix
We
it
fill
with the
the whole
mineral.
system.
Okay, so what if I wanted to look at CO2, for instance?
So you go
CO2.
main. So that's your main page, and you will go to indoor condition.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
So you have your temperature here. But
Right.
if you want to go to ventilation, then that's your CO2 value everywhere.
Hmm.
Right. See, I have the best space.
And you see this one.
Where is that?
Second
Ah,
one.
I'm
This
not
is the
doing
one
that.
who crashed, and you can even go tell when it crashed. It's not long time ago.
Who's crashed?
You see,
The data.
it crashed 227.
Two
So
days ago.
yesterday.
So from Siemens Living, you can't get any of these.
No, I know. I mean, that's, I think the air acuity, well, Siemens doesn't have CO2 sensors. It could, but it doesn't.
What you also have was, if you go to ventilation and you go to operable windows, it will show you the status of every windows.
Hmm.
So right now everything is closed, but you can go back in a month and it will show you the cumulative and
Status.
when stuff done on, off, and how many windows were on.
Yeah.
Wait, let me understand this. Oh, so Chen Lu's doing this experiment with the Fitbit or whatever, the Microsoft Band, and she's been opening the windows. Is that what we're looking at?
I can tell you that
Who is that? That's Omer. Omer, do you
on
open your windows all the
224,
time?
no, on 224, 6 windows, that's cumulative. 6 windows were
Oh.
on.
This is the total number of
Total.
Yeah,
windows.
not in window by window.
But you can
Because
go,
it was a very warm day, people open windows.
People open,
you
yeah.
can go back on a day and now go back in time and see if, okay, somebody turned on the window,
One window,
one window, which was inside the conference space.
right,
Hmm.
where it gets a little warm.
Okay, here a bunch of people,
But no open words.
because let's put it at 4.
So at end of the day, it got so warm, people opened the window.
My windows was open.
Yeah.
This
and
is open.
some-
If I go as 3,
Right.
Chandros.
No, that's
Not too
floor.
Oh yeah, that's floor. So that's me who do cross
Both.
ventilation for
And the
us.
conference room.
And the
yeah.
conference room. which was
Okay.
open.
Yeah. But
And
you had to forcibly change the hour to see that?
yeah, you go back in time, and you go back here. See what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to. So what it shows, it's what's happening here. So if you want to come here, you have to go back and say, okay, I want to see what's
Change the time.
happen at maybe 4. And here we show you which was open. And it's always the one in a.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Apogee was open.
And
Or no, the
Apogee
door.
was-
Somebody
The door
opened
was
the
open here, yeah. So here you can have
Mm.
what's happening.
Cool. Fantastic. Amazing.
Good.
Yeah, I need to get all this stuff on my working on my desktop because it's great.
Well.